Hey y'all, come on ladies, come here. Sit down. Why he stepped out is what we talking about. Why did he step out on you? Why did your man step out on you? Your man, your boo, your husband. Why? Y'all, this is one of them taboo topics that a lot of people don't talk about. And I done been there several times over. Several times over. And folk don't want to hear it the way it's supposed to be said. They rather stay in the safe zone where the finger is always pointing outward this way. But Spirit been pressing on me on this one because of all the love readings I've been doing lately. In every consultation or reading that I have, I hear it. He cheated. He don't love me no more. He left. He ain't touching me. He won't answer my calls. He out here screwing somebody else. And sis, I'm not here to deny your pain. Hurt is hurt. Betrayal is going to be betrayal, but let's be real. We can not just be sitting here on one side of the table and act like that's the full truth. Hoodoo don't deal with half stories. It deals with balance. It deals with a mirror in your fucking face. It deals with root and the reason. Every coin has two sides and every story got layers. Y'all know I'm going to give y'all a client story. So let me tell you about a client I had some years back. She came to me in tears, begging me to build her man or send her man or reconcile her man back to her. She loved him. I understood it. She wanted she basically wanted every candle for every corner of his spirit, from controlling to domination, to love drawing, to chuparosa, to jala jala, you name it. She wanted it. She swore he just up and flipped on her one day. He just changed like the wind. Lady V, he don't come home no more. He don't lay with me. He cold, he distant. Oh, okay then. And Spirit told me to ask her one fucking question. When was the last time you truly saw him? Not just looked at him, but saw him, his spirit, his needs, his weariness, his complaints. She got quiet. Very quiet. So I pressed again because it obviously was touching her. When was the last time you poured into him? Not just food on a plate, bitch. Not just sex, but actual tenderness and love and listening and communication. When was the last time you stepped into your goddess that he first saw you in? Because y'all got to understand, men see you in your goddess form when they first meet you. And then you just start, when is the last time he saw you there? That's how they fall in love with you. You think it's the stomach. You got to get in that fucking mind. And keep it the same. You changed somewhere. And that's when the tears turned. The girl started crying real heavy because she realized somewhere between the complaining, the bitterness, the blame, she had stopped showing up. She started doing things that he didn't recognize. And I'm not saying it's y'all fault, but y'all always blame the man. But what the fuck did you do to change? Her altar had done dried up, baby. Here. Right? Now, it's some things that men do. I get it. But what the fuck did you do? Now, please never twist my words. Him stepping out was his decision. That's a decision. That's still going to be on him and his fuck ass. But if you're going to tell the truth and talk truths, we got to admit sometimes the neglect is mutual. I know I neglected my ex-husband. I ain't give it. Listen. Whatever I was doing, I was all the woman that I needed to be. But I wasn't the woman to myself. And he knew it. See, in hoodoo we say, if that altar goes dry, don't be surprised if the spirit wanders. That applies to lovers, relationships, marriages too, friendships, situationships. If the altar goes dry, please do not be surprised if spirit wanders as well. Because everybody got a spirit. Cheating is always wrong. That's what happens when there's layers. Sometimes men step out because they're greedy as fuck. Sometimes because they're empty. Sometimes because they are retaliating. Because they lost their soft place to land at home. You giving them too much lip. Shit. And this, I believe, is where a lot of women don't want to hear it. Y'all want the crown but don't want the accountability to it. You want to be called goddess but stop moving like one. Bitch, you took your crown off. A goddess is going to feed, she's going to nurture, she's going to command and create. Write that down. A goddess is going to feed, she's going to nurture, she's going to command, and she's going to create. But too often we trade our crowns for complaints. We trade our power for nagging, and we call it love. Shut the fuck up. Stop nagging that man out that damn door. So before you run to me for a candle, a hex, or a honey jar, or a reconciliation, you got to sit down with yourself and ask the hard questions. Did I nurture him or did I neglect him? Did I sweeten him or did I sour him with my tongue? Because some of y'all hoes be talking shit about y'all man to other women and wondering why he gone. He be hearing it in the spiritual. You ain't even got to talk about this man in his face. He hear it in the spirit, in his spirit, because you gonna show it through your feelings. Ask yourself, did I give him a place of peace? Or did I make him like a battlefield within the home? It's nothing worse than battling your mate in the same home that y'all lay down in. Ain't no peace in that shit. And if your answer stings, I want it to sting. That's where the growth starts. I want to remind you, the goddess in you doesn't beg, bitch. I wish y'all would be out here begging for somebody to be with you. The goddess in you doesn't chase scraps. Because if you're chasing it, you're going to continue to run for it, right? The goddess in you doesn't dim her crown or take her crown off because a man stepped out. Bitch, leave him the fuck alone. Let me tell you what the goddess in you will do. She's gonna hold herself accountable, and I'm saying she, not your, or using it to be personal. I'm gonna say she, okay? Because anybody could be watching this. The goddess in you is gonna hold yourself accountable. You're gonna look in the mirror, and you're gonna say, "I see my part. I see what I did. I see my power, and I decide how I'm gonna move from here." I'm never a guru of love, but I got a lesson in it. Hoodoo ain't just about fixing them. Hoodoo starts by fixing you. So why did he step out? Only he can tell you the full truth. But as for you, goddess, before you set that candle, before you call for revenge, before you write his name on that petition, take a moment and write your own. Make sure the work you're asking for is justified. Make sure you've cleaned your side of the altar before you do anything. Because if you don't, you're going to continue to repeat that same pattern with the next man and the next man and the next man. And that's the truth. Nobody want to say it out loud, but I'm saying it. Okay? Y'all get into y'all shits. Get into your works. Y'all have an amazing rest of y'all day. Ashe.